Well, that was a really abrupt finish. Welcome this week to this week's Mobile Suit PodQuuuuuuX. I am one of your hosts, Dan. I go by the name Chubby Zach as well, and I am joined by my other co-host. That is.
Hello, I'm Gavin. I am Spooky Golden Go on all the social medias.
Yes, and we've had a couple of weeks away, but we're going to try and regulate and keep it weekly, aren't we, Gav? But at the moment,
starting to forget what you look like.
Yeah, just stuff's been going on, isn't it? So yeah, we'll get into that later, I suppose. But yeah. So, how are you? First, we'll just have a quick catch up before we get going. How are you? How you been? What are you building?
What am I building? The last thing I built, I don't remember if this is the same thing that I built last time that we spoke, given that it's been a couple of weeks. But the last thing I built was the Endymion PDQuuuuuX.
Oh yes,
I think. But what I've done this time is I got one of those. I think it was. I went on a decal specific website because the stickers. It's like the stickers are cool, but I want it to. We talked a little bit last time about this. I think.
Yeah.
I want it to look less like a toy and more like it costs money.
Yes,
do you know what I mean? Like,
let's
more like something that I could make as an adult rather than as a kid.
Yeah.
And so I've been getting more and more into water slides and trying to get everyone that I can.
I'm with you. I'm a water slide decal purist.
Well, the stickers peel off, Like I've got the G-Base Gramps that I've got. The stickers, I noticed it. I posted a picture a few days ago, and I noticed that the stickers are peeling off of the core fighter.
Oh.
So I need to get some.
They do third-party water slide decals for it because I've ordered some. I have. I've built it and I've ordered some. It's there.
Well, the last ones I did were for the PDQuuuuuuX, but my passion project more recently has been. Actually, I'll come back because I know that's another thing that we'll talk about later. So I'll save that for a bit later.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But, I did want to say, like, I found that while I was doing the PDQuuuuuuX water slides, I don't know about you, but I get like prawn posture.
Oh, totally.
My neck and my lower back aches from where I'm, because you just get so into it and you're hunched over, like hyper focused on this, and you're like having to the dexterity I've noticed that I've got as well, where I'm holding the setter. Like, I mean, for video you'll see it, but like, you got to describe the gesture. You hold the pot and the piece in one hand, and then you twist off the lid for the setter, and you're like trying to brush the decal with what, or like
is how you do it.
Well, it ebbs and flows. If it's a big piece, then I'll sort of wash the area with a bit of setter, and then put
that's
the
how I
decal
always
on.
do it.
Well, I find that efficiency. I want to get as much, because this is kind of the point I'm making, is that I get into so much pain. The decals often take longer than the actual kit does.
Oh, I agree. Yeah,
and it's great.
But it's a good payoff, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. It's worth it, but my spine, like I said, my shrimp posture is horrible, and
it's because we're getting older as well, right?
Yeah.
we got to admit it. We are getting a little bit older. Yeah.
That's why I've turned all the lights down dims. It's harder to see any greys.
Yeah, same. all of this is usually just grey.
Just like beanie normally.
Yeah, exactly the same. So I've actually been building. I've built since the last time we spoke. I've built like 7 kits, but they're all really easy ones. And and then 1 master grade. But I've built 3 Harrows, a bit the Gundam base Harrows.
Got almost a full snooker kit there.
Yeah, I know. A bear guy, a Gundam-based bear guy. The injection machine.
Love that one.
It's brilliant. Yeah, it's
very
brilliant. It was like 600 yen as well, so it was dirt cheap.
I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's generally a brilliant little kit. And then 2 high grades and a master grade. Yeah, I built like quite a lot. Do you know what I mean? In 2 weeks.
You've done about a year's worth of building for me.
Yeah, well, it's because I haven't had the waterslide decals. Like we were just talking. Like I haven't had the waterslide decals to do. I haven't decaled any of this stuff, obviously, and that takes me a lot longer. I haven't done any customization like I normally would. So I'm just flying through kits, getting them out of my way to get my backlog down, and that's what I'm doing. So yeah, because I've got we'll talk about it later, but I've got some like weird kits, and because of that, that's why they're not ones I would paint normally. So that's why. Yeah. But yeah, you wanted to go over what your favorite Gundam kit, mobile suit and everything was again, because we went over it a couple of last week. Someone actually asked in the questions for us to re-go over this as well. Wow. So we're going to get two birds with one stone, and we're going to go over it, okay? Because, like I said, someone asked, and you wanted to go over it as well. And I actually want to go over mine now as well. It's changed again.
Well, I think, okay, I think I'm putting mine down to first episode nerves.
That's fair enough.
We had, to be fair to us, there is so much that you have to think of to get everything to go right, just to talk to. Like, it's such a weird thing. Anyway, so I kind of, I hadn't really thought about it. When you asked me the question, I thought, oh, you're grumps, I guess. Yeah. And then I spent, because I wasn't happy with that answer, I spent maybe the next week and a half thinking, like really mulling it over. And I think mine's going to be quite a polarizing one, because it's quite a polarizing suit. But my favorite is the Red Gundam.
Oh, the Red Gundam, the GquuuuuuX Red Gundam.
Yeah, GquuuuuuX Red Gundam.
It's a really cool mobile suit.
Well, I thought about it, and I'm going to put mine down before it falls down. There we go. I thought about it, and here's my criteria, my logic is that it's red. Red is my favorite color. It's always, just to be clear, it's always been my favorite color. That's not a char leaning thing. It's just it's a happenstance. It's like really ugly. All right, it's really ugly. It looks like a gargoyle. In that every time I show anyone, like I've got a friend at work that knows nothing about Gundam, but he's tries to kind of feign the interest of tell me about the suits. And I showed him the Red Gundam, and he said, "Oh, it looks like its tongue is sticking out." And I was
you told me this.
It's kind of ruined it for me. Like, love him, but they kind of ruined him for me. So it's a kit, not him. Sorry, doesn't exile. No, not speaking to him anymore. But and I kind of thought the design of it, the fact that it's Char's. I am a bit of a Char simp, especially it's just weird. All roads lead to Char. Yeah. And the more that I look at the kit, the more I'm like, it's everything that I want. It's when I watched the GquuuuuuX anime, I rewatched it as I was doing the decals for the Red Gundam. I was kind of finishing off the ones that I'd started before, and the more I did it, the more I was like, do you know what? Everything about this I like, and I can't the art style I love, the design I love. I can't specifically put my finger on what it is about that kit that I like, but everything I look at it and I'm like, I know that's what I like. Yeah. And I was like, I did this thing where I kind of thought, okay, if I had if I had a genie and I got my last wish and I've, wished for world peace and eternal happiness already, and I'm down to my last wish and I'm going to be selfish with it, I think, what suit am I going to wish for? I think I would wish for the Red Gundam.
Which is cool. Yeah, I don't blame you. It is a really, really cool mobile suit. I think it actually looks better in the red than the that scene where it's in the original Gundam colors. I think it looks much nicer in the red. I just think it does. I don't know why.
I do. I'm completely.
Yeah, that's a fair answer. Like I totally get it, and mine's changed as well. I will be honest, mine's changed. And I'm not gonna.
Now.
No, yeah, it's a Harrow. No, it's Ball. No, so mine's changed, and mine has probably changed. And I'm not going to give this explanation like I did last time we did the podcast. It's the Bugu. The Bugu's Bugu's my new favorite. I got 3 of them. I bought 3 of them recently, and I've fallen in love with it. It's a Zaku, but again, like kind of like what I said about the last one. It's a Zaku, but the proportions are kind of weirder. Like they're thinner. Like the lower leg isn't as chunky. The head isn't a thing, and I don't know. I've kind of fallen in love with it recently. I don't know why. Like I said, I bought a load of them recently, so I'm gonna build some, and they just look really cool. I think. Yeah, I like the shield. Looks like almost like a SWAT team shield on it. Yeah, I think that looks really cool as well. So yeah, I've just fallen in love with the Boogaloo, and it's a really weird
like
name.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the first time I've heard anyone actually say it out loud, I think. But I don't think I see that many of them around.
No,
it tends
super quite a rare kit, actually. Yeah,
the hipster kit. Yeah,
it is the hipster kit. Yeah, that's why I like it. I'm the hipster of the Gunpla world.
The Boogaloo stan. Yeah,
Boogaloo. Yeah, damn right, man. If you can get hold of one, just yeah.
Calling it now.
Yeah.
Chubby Boogaloo happening.
Chubby Boogaloo. Yeah. Yeah, man. Like it's a cool kit. Like I said, I'll go through what I bought 3 of them. They are all different. They're not just the same model. They're actually something different about. But just holding the box, looking at the artwork on the box, looking at like I saw one on display as well, and it kind of just like I was like, that looks so fucking cool, and I've never actually seen it with my eyes, and I was like, this is so fucking cool, and I was just like, yeah, I fell in love with it. I don't know why, I just fell in love with it. I've wanted one for ages, and I've never been able to get hold of them. So yeah, I got one. I was like, yeah, I love it.
I mean, I'm glad that you found your one true love, but yeah. I think that's the thing, isn't it? When you finally do find a kit that hasn't happened to me yet, but when you finally do find that kit that you've been searching for so long, it probably is worth that much more. Like for me, it's the was it Hyaku Shiki?
Yeah, Shiki. Yeah, the gold boy.
Char's gold kit. Yeah,
not Char's. It's not Char's.
Sorry, so allegedly. Some other guy just looks like Char.
Yeah,
definitely not.
Yeah, a beautiful looking mobile suit though.
Mm.
So yeah, you'll have to get hold of one.
Boogaloo?
No, I'm talking about the Shiki. Yeah, the gold boy. Oh, such a good looking mobile suit. I think. Yeah. There's the master grade version looks amazing as well. Like I've seen that a few times. It's very hard to get hold of again, and it just looks really cool. Yeah. Except the only problem is with the gold kits is then when you try to remove nub marks, it's a nightmare. But yeah,
I had a gold. I kind of in my sort of infancy of getting into the hobby, I bought a gold. It's a seed kit.
Oh yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know the one you mean.
Yeah, it's got. I mean, it's a beautiful kit. It's got like a jet engine on its back. But I bought that, built it thinking like, oh, gold, like built a gold kit. It'd be really cool. And the nub marks didn't really bother me because I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. We're going back a few years now, but for me it was I went back to it last year or the year before, and I tried doing so. I panel lined it. That was it. I put panel liner on it, and went to clean some off with the Gundam, the kind of paw type Gundam markers.
Yes,
and that set comes with like an eraser, and I used that. And as I went to use it, it just took all the gold paint off of it. And
what's underneath it then? Is it black or what?
Yeah.
Really, that's a shame.
Yeah, so it's just I mean, I could go, I don't like the kit enough to go back and fix it.
Yeah,
and that's kind of like that's the thing, isn't it? That if it's all well and good making, like I did that with the Barbatos Lupus Rex, I think it is called, and it's the one with the big hands, and I broke off an arm. And at the time, I was like, "Well, I'm not going to get a little rod and do all that. I just it's just in the box in pieces." And but I've got a Zaku downstairs, the RG Zaku. That it's literally held. I would stitch it back together with my own hair if I could, just to keep it alive. Like,
but is it because you like the mobile suit more? Is it or?
I think it's just what you care, like the suits I care more about. I've got more of a, so like I because I put more time into watching the original anime, obviously I'm much more affectionate towards the older suits because I spent more time watching them, whereas like narrative, it's kind of just the one movie and that's sort of it.
Well, that's it, yeah.
So I've not really fussed about it, but whereas Charles Zaku, it's just a bit more iconic, a bit more passionate about keeping that one alive. it's a bit like an old relative that you care more about, I guess, isn't it? You
Yeah.
want to keep it alive.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm the same though. I've had kits and they're broken, and because I've, I have like this sentiment towards it, and I really care about it. I've done everything I can to try and fix it. And again, if it doesn't move anymore, but it still looks the part at least.
Yeah.
So yeah. So main topic this week, we are going to cover my pretty interesting trip, I suppose, because that's why we didn't have a episode for 2 weeks, because I was out of the country. I visited Japan. I only stayed in Tokyo. I stayed in Tokyo, but I visited the surrounding areas. I went to Kamakura and on the border of Shizuoka as well, where Gundam's actually made, which is pretty cool. I didn't get to go there though. Sadly, they don't let tourists in yet. But yeah, it was an amazing trip. I've spent 2 weeks there. I spent longer than I anticipated because of a typhoon. And I bought a lot of Gunpla and did a lot of Gundam stuff. I got to visit the actual Gundam base and say goodbye to the unicorn statue that's going as well. That was amazing.
I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
It reminded me.
I'm sorry. I got quite emotional. I'm not going to lie. I was quite like, I was like, I got a bit teary. I did. I'm not going to lie. I'm a man. I'll admit, nothing wrong with it. But I did get quite emotional. Yeah. There's something weird about it. Yeah. It's something weird about it.
Maybe quite overwhelming.
Yeah. It's something like you've got like this orchestral unicorn theme playing, the transformations happening, and you're just there, and it's just like, whoa, like it's so like it's hard to describe. It's kind of like one of them, if anyone is listening to this and they've been and done it, they'll know exactly what I mean. But with this music and the speakers, and it's not like, it's a thing with Japan I did notice, like sound, they don't care. Like they'll just put something on like 11 and it pounds the sound out. Like there's no, they don't filter nothing out. Like you go to like a Don Quixote and like there's just noise everywhere, and they just don't care. And I think that's that with a load of lights hitting you and everything. It's just so overwhelming. I was like, and for it to be something you care about as well, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. The actual base itself, the actual shop itself, was a little bit underwhelming, if I'm honest. Yeah, I didn't think much of it. I spent a lot of money in there, but I didn't think much of it.
Well, just sorry to interrupt you, but
no.
With the unicorn, do you think that is the same feeling that a small child gets when they meet like Cinderella at Disneyland?
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. Well, yeah, I
haven't met her either. So.
No, I haven't met her either, but yeah.
I hear she's great.
Yeah, lovely girl. But it's weird. I think I was a bit more emotional as well with it, because obviously I knew it was going, and I was like, oh, I never thought I would even get to see it, let alone see it before it's gone. So I think that hit a bit. But yeah, it was fucking weird. It was wild.
You saw it before they slapped the new stickers on it as well, didn't you?
Yes, have they done that yet?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Well, it's going in August, so they have to do it pretty soon, right? Like it's not long now. We've got a couple of months.
I mean, given how long it takes me to put decals on a 144, I can imagine it takes a lot longer to put them on a 1-to-1.
Definitely. Yeah.
Is it like so? Go on. No, go on. You go first.
Surprisingly, it's like really clean as well. There's like such a big statue, and that you'd think like birds would be, landing on it and stuff like that. It's not. It's really like surprisingly clean. I thought it would be like quite like grimy because it's been there for so long now as well. But yeah,
are there a lot of pigeons in Tokyo?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. A lot of crows. A lot of crows. And they, do you know in like anime where they sound like they're laughing? That's what Japanese crows actually sound like. Not like in this country.
Quite unsettling.
Oh, it was, yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's weird. It's weird, yeah. With the Gundam base itself.
Oh yeah, go on.
Don't rate it, mate.
Really?
Don't rate it. It's a glorified showroom. Half of the stuff that's good there, you can't even get in there. I went in there with the sole purpose of getting the 2.0 Gramps in the base colors. Didn't have it. I actually had a job trying to find it. I didn't actually find it on my trip. I was not anywhere. But yeah, as a place to go and look at kits though, and see basically every kit that's ever been done on display is really cool. Really, that was really, really cool.
Yeah. I mean, when I went to obviously this is not the same at all, but when I went to the pop-up in Camden, in London, it was really odd because I think that because we see so many, I'm trying to think how to articulate it. We see so many frames, snapshots of our favorite things through social media, right?
Yeah.
And social media tends to amplify the reality a little bit. It not amplify the fiction. Tends to kind of exacerbate the fiction a little bit. And I find that in a lot of the scenarios where I'll experience the thing that I've spent a year or so wanting to experience, when you finally get to see it, it is a bit like, oh, this isn't the same. And I had that a little bit when I went to the pop-up because I you see all the press of there's queues around the block and everyone's getting the kits and they're going to hype it up. And then when you get there, there's no queue because the stock is sold out. Everyone's a little bit sort of disappointed because you've kind of hyped. I don't know that it's anyone's believe me, I've been around the houses being frustrated about it, but it's odd seeing something that you kind of build up in your head an awful lot, and then you go and see it, and you kind of think, "Oh,
yeah, no, I agree."
It's really anticlimactic, and I can imagine if you've flown, 48 hours or however long it is to get to Japan, and your family screaming in the background, only to, get there and kind of go, "Oh, this isn't what I wanted it to be."
On top of that as well, they had a raffle system to get in. So you went to the door and they were like, "Oh no, sorry, you can't just walk straight in. You've got to go, scan this QR code and then pick a time slot. And if you're lucky, you might get it." So I had to spend and this was at open time. I was there at open, and I didn't get an actual slot until 3:00 that afternoon. So I had to basically just spend the day in this shopping center just waiting to go to it. And then the only what bugged me a bit with it is the stuff they actually had for sale there. They have the generic things that you can get in every shop, any shop you go to that sells Gunpla, on the high street in this country even, was for sale in there. And then what I assumed would be there, the Gundam base kits that you see show and flashy and all that, weren't there. Like I said, the 2.0 wasn't there. The 3.0 master grade of the Gramps in the base colors wasn't there. And it was just kind of the Harrows and stuff that I did buy. And I was a bit oh, wow. So I've waited all day here for this, thinking I would be able to get what I wanted in there. And they just didn't have it. They didn't even stock it anymore. And yeah, what was really cool about it, though, I will say, is little trinkets, weird little trinkets. They had loads of really cool ones, little tiny plushes of Char, a rubber that looks like Harrow, weird little stuff like that. That was pretty cool. And also the clothing, that was quite decent, but it was quite expensive, I found. I found Japan to be quite it was quite a cheap country to be in. It didn't cost me a lot of stuff to buy anything there. But when I went into that clothing shop, everything was quite expensive, 3-4 times more expensive than other stuff I saw in Japan. So I didn't really like that either.
Is that the Strict G
That's it. Yeah,
stuff.
I'm actually wearing one, and you can't see it, but I am actually
Oh
wearing
yeah,
one.
nice. I did spot your your Xeon sort of employee polo.
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
pretty
Yeah,
cool, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, it was weird. Like, what I thought, and I went there the first day of my holiday as well. I was like, I've got to go. I've got to go and do it. It was like really anticlimactic, if I'm honest. I had more fun when I went to Akihabara, and then when I went to like weird little book offs and mandarakes, which are like secondhand shops in Japan. And I say secondhand, it's not really secondhand. It's people basically selling their backlog. But these shops it was amazing because you'd go in there and you'd find things that you didn't really think you would, like, it didn't even know existed, some of it. And I bought all of my stuff in them shops. They were amazing. And even when I was like going to, so we went to like the cat shrine, you know, the famous cat shrine that's in Tokyo.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, while I'm here, I might as well look on Google Maps. Is there a book off or something nearby? And I would just, oh yeah, it's like 10 minutes down the road. Let's go and have a look. And I was finding like really impressive, amazing stuff for so cheap. I managed to even get like Gundam base stuff for half the price it was in the Gundam base.
Mm-hmm.
And it was still all boxed, still sealed. You know, like stuff like that. It was like, yeah, it was really weird. But Japan, it's like, it's Gundam heaven. Like, we don't see it at all here, do we? Like, be honest, Gavin, like, when was the last time you see Gundam anywhere besides going to look for it?
To be honest, I was really I live in quite a, not to dox myself, but I live in quite a small not, you know, I live in quite a small area.
Yeah.
And our little hobby shop that just sort of, for a long time, for years, they just sold sort of like military models.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know, your and a bit of Warhammer, a little bit. And I sort of never really did Warhammer. So it's not, for a long time, I was just like, nothing for me. And then I remember last year I went upstairs and had a look again because I wanted to get some of the Tamiya paints.
Yeah, yeah.
And I went in and they had kits in there.
That's cool.
More recently, initially it was kits that nobody wants. You know?
Yeah,
it was just literally whatever they could get stock of. Like, we'll have that. And then more recently, actually, they've had the GQuuuuuuX kits.
Oh, that's
in there.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah, they're getting, because I keep buying them, so they keep replacing them. You know, like,
fair enough. Yeah.
I'm keeping them in stock. But outside of, I mean, what I suppose the point I'm making is that to me that was an enormous deal, because outside of central London, which isn't a fun place, you know,
I agree.
It's quite hard to find them. But then I think since personally, my perception of it has been that since they've brought out the Gundam card game, there's been a big push for getting it into everyone's sort of eyes. And you had GQuuuuuuX was on Amazon exclusively, and Amazon's an enormous platform globally. So I think sorry, I'm not undermining your point. I agree with you. I'm saying that that is absolutely right. It's a huge deal to see it somewhere that it shouldn't be. Like, I'm not gonna turn, like, open the door one day to go to work and then there's a big 1-to-1 narrative. That's not gonna happen. Maybe one day eventually. But yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm rambling.
It's but like in Japan, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Like you'd go to a supermarket, there would be a keyring. There would be crisps that had, like, you know, Gundam themed crisps. Like, it was everywhere. Absolutely
really
everywhere.
Stuff.
Really obscure stuff, like trying to sell certain train lines are sponsored by Gundam there, and they had Gundam stuff in it. It's literally everywhere. Like, it blew my mind, because in the West, what is a popular anime and what isn't, is like more niche anime, is like the polar opposite in Japan. Like, animes that are really, really, really popular in the West, like, pretty much don't exist over there. Some of them, I obviously, like, the big ones like JJK, Dragon Ball, One Piece, they're worldwide monsters. You know, you'll never stop them Pokemon, obviously, another obvious one. But yeah, like it was weird because like we don't see much Gundam here, and Gunpla in general. But it was everywhere. As I was leaving through Haneda Airport, there was a shop selling Gunpla with a giant Gundam like statue. That's how like it's prevalent. Like it's just so like they're so proud of it. And that was like really, really cool. Like that was such a cool thing to have there. Even like I was walking down the street in a t-shirt that had like a runner on it, and someone was like, Gundam, like getting excited and stuff. It was really like special, like and really were quite welcoming to have have such a niche hobby in this country and not really be niche there. It was really cool.
I think if somebody, I think about this a lot because the things that I tend to lean into more in terms of interests tend to be a bit more obscure.
Yeah,
and but it reaches a point where if I met somebody that liked them, I think I'd be a bit intimidated. So if the idea of wearing a Gundam shirt and someone screaming Gundam at me actually terrifies me.
It was quite cool
another language as well.
Yeah, exactly, another language, and that's what got me as well. And I was like, and they started talking to me, and I was like, I don't know what you're saying, but yeah, Gundam. I even had it. I was in a restaurant, and as I said, like I got stuck there longer by 2 days because of a typhoon, so I had to leave my hotel. And as I was leaving my hotel, I went for food. I was waiting for my taxi. And I was there with my suitcase, and on my suitcase I had a sticker of a Zaku because I was like, I've got to, bang, I know it's my suitcase now when I'm checking anywhere. Anyway, an employee in the restaurant was like, you like Gundam? And I went and had like this mad conversation with him. He could barely talk English, but we went and had this conversation, and he was telling me like stats about Shah's Zaku and stuff like that. And he was telling me like the dead on height of it and everything. And I was like, I don't even know this. How do you know this? And he was,
I'm chubby Boogoo.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. But it was like, and it was when I was in a bit of a downer, obviously, because I was like, oh fuck, I don't know how I'm gonna get home. I was, I was a bit panicked, a bit stressed and stuff. And to have this really nice interaction with this Japanese man about something I care so much about, and that it was so nice. It was amazing. The people are absolutely amazing in Japan. Like I can't give them enough praise. So polite, some of them so thankful to have you there as well. And obviously there are like pretty shitty tourists there as well. We know that, right? Like we see the videos on the internet of like, it happens, but a lot of them are generally quite happy to have you there. I will say that. Yeah, amazing country though, amazing country. And I bought so many Gundam kits. I left with 21 Gundam kits, which is insane. I know, fill the whole suitcase. Yeah. I got some. I won't tease too much of what I've got. I have already a little bit, but I'm making a YouTube video about the whole trip. I filmed everything, so go on check on my YouTube for that. But I managed to get some really, really rare stuff. Like I got the GBWC kits that get given to winners.
Yeah, I saw it.
I got one of them.
One, right?
Yeah, which is insane.
Good for you.
I know I didn't win anything GBWC, but and I only paid like 2,000 yen for it, which is like £12. Do you know what I mean?
Nice.
It's crazy. Like it's
so let's end it there for today.
It's crazy because like what I thought I went out there with a list. I didn't get anything on my list. I didn't find a single thing on my list, but I walked away with things I was way happier for. Like, yeah, it's just such a cool experience to go to the homeland of Gundam, and just geek out, really, just geek out like crazy. Akihabara is amazing. It's truly like such a weird, wonderful place in the world. And if anyone ever gets the chance to go. I'm going to go back. Put it that way. I'm definitely going back.
Yeah, it's It's on our list of places that we want to go. It's just so expensive. Being alive is so expensive.
Oh
man.
yeah, totally, man. I will say though, when you get to Japan, it's a very, very cheap country to be in, but it's just getting there.
So it's getting there and not having to come back.
Yeah, it's getting there and going in typhoon season, so you get stuck there. That's the trick.
Yeah, that was clever planning on you. Well done.
2 extra days.
Respect the hustle there.
Yeah.
Let's go in typhoon season. Get stranded.
It was miserable. I will be honest, it was miserable. I
just 2 days building Gundam in my hotel room. Oh
yeah.
no.
Yeah, exactly. In a luxury hotel room because I got upgraded.
Oh yeah. Good for you.
I know. We all get something nice happen, haven't we? So we'll move on from that. It was a good trip, I'll put it that way, okay? It was a good trip. I bought some pretty cool Gundam kits. We'll leave it at that. Check the video out when it comes out, I suppose.
Like and subscribe. Smash that like button.
Yeah, that's it. And do the terrible thumbnail poses. So we'll move on and we'll do the fun segment, okay, Gav? So what we're going to do is going to go build, backlog, or skip. This is going to be our game. Every week we'll hit it. When we get guests, they will do it with us. But I'm going to list 3 kits. You don't know what's going to come next. And you have to put them in build, backlog, or skip. So build, obviously, You're going to build it. Backlog, you might never build it. It'll sit there dusted up. And skip is, well, you're just not interested in it, basically. Okay,
I'm ready.
So, I'm going to say the real grade Sazabi.
Backlog.
And what's your reason for that?
I'm not a huge real. I've gotten so into master grades that I think if I was going to get a Zazabi, I would want the master grade,
the Verkar one.
Yeah, I would want that one. I'd be like, cool, go big or go home.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Go big or go backlog, I guess.
Yeah, I don't blame you with that one. To be fair, I'd build it. I actually have it in my backlog. So yeah. So yeah.
Do you know what the 2 kits are that you're about? Have you already picked the 2 kits?
Yeah, I've got them written on my phone here.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. Wait a minute, I've got to unlock my phone and go back here. The Boogu.
Oh,
don't worry, you won't offend me.
No, well, no. I mean, I'm more worried about what I'm going to end up building if I.
That's it. Yeah, that's the game. That's the game.
Do you know what? All right. I'm gonna say skip. That's just fair. Because I know I have to build the next one.
Yeah.
And I think I can live with respectfully. I think I can. But then I've never held a Boogu, so I might be shooting myself in the foot here.
Fair enough.
I probably am. I can see your face. I probably am. Oh
no. No, you're not. The PG knew.
Yes. Oh, called it.
That was it.
Natural 20 on that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. I will admit you.
I was sweating a little bit there.
I know it's
real.
It's a fun little game, right? Like it's just something fun, and then obviously people listening, they can just, before I even say what it is, they can go talk to themselves, like on the bus. Skip. But yeah,
I think people will be happy with our listener base will be happy with my decisions there.
Yeah, I don't blame your decisions; they're pretty decent. So
that said, building the PG new, that's a retirement plan.
It is. I know someone and they built it within a week of it releasing. And they were all done, decaled everything.
It's like, I think that's the Gumpler equivalent of when people built. My dad did this. He built the, the Lego Colosseum.
Oh, yes.
And it's honestly like this picture, well, I mean, you'll know what I mean, but picture like a cot, like a children's cot.
Yeah,
it's insane. Like it's enormous, and he's got it, and it just sits there. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? And this is the thing. The PG new, So I was starting to get into a bit of therapy about that. Talking about my parents, their childhood. Dad, what are you doing?
Dad, I'm going hungry and you've got Lego.
So what if I'm 35? I think the PG New is like, it's an embarrassment of riches, personally.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those kits where if you buy one kit, it's, you know, like did you ever see, you know, Adam Savage?
No. Sorry, yes, the what's it called guy? Yeah,
it's the, I can't remember what the show is called now, but
I know what you mean.
It was like How It Works or something, wasn't it? I can't remember what it's called. Someone's going, it's this.
Yeah.
We can't remember what it is. Next week we'll
Mythbusters.
go,
Mythbusters.
That's it.
Mythbusters. I got it.
Oh, yeah. He built the PG RX 782.
Nice.
And that was kind of his first experience building. And I think the PG New is one of those, like, obviously you need to be well versed in your nippers to be able to handle a PG New. Like, you can't just, it's not going to look good if you just go gung ho with it. But I do think it's one of those things where I've got so many kits that just sit there. I've got a cupboard shelf full of empty boxes, you know. And I think the PG New to go, here's £500, and I saw it. I've seen people reselling it for like £600. We went to Birmingham a few weeks ago for a gig, and I went to their Tokyo Toys to just have a look. And I was looking around, and I'm like, oh my god, they've got the PG New up there, and it was listed for 550, I think.
Yeah.
And it had probably been out for about 3 or 4 weeks at that point. And I remember looking at it and kind of going, I'm overwhelmed looking at it.
The box is huge.
It is huge, and it's boxes within boxes. It's like, you know, like an Iron Man suit where he steps on it and it all comes apart. But
exactly.
I don't know. I don't look at it, and I can appreciate that it is beautiful.
You
know, I kind of, going on a ramble again, but like I very much approach things from the perspective of, I'll look at it and kind of go, that's amazing. I can't do that. Like that's, and I kind of appreciate, because I can't do it, it's that much more amazing. Like with some people's, you know, skills in the hobby, I'm like, holy, like that is incredible. I can't do that. And that's why it's amazing to me. And I look at the PG New and I'm like, I've got choice paralysis just looking at it. It's too much. It's overwhelming. It's like an 18-course meal.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm the same as you, because I look and I was like, where would I even? I don't have the desk space to even put all the runners on there to do it. Like even just seeing all that would overwhelm me, and I'd be like, no, I'm out. I can't.
And that's before you get to the point, well, after you get to the point where you've had to explain to your partner that you spent £500 on plastic.
Yeah. That's true.
I'd need a new place to live first.
Yeah, exactly.
More expensive.
Yeah, I agree with you. So we're going to do a news segment and then we'll wrap up, okay? So the news segment this week has been the Games kind of fest. Games Fest, was it? Is it Games Fest? That sort of thing, anyway.
Summer Games Fest, yeah.
Summer Games Fest, that's it. It's basically what's replaced E3 from God knows how long ago. And in that, a new Gundam game was announced, Gundam Rogue Orbit, and it looks pretty cool. I'm down to it. I'm a big gamer, hence you can, if you're watching the video version of this, you can kind of tell it's big gaming, you know, PCs lighting up the room and stuff. But yeah, huge gamer, and I'm super excited for this. It looks really interesting. It reminds me a lot of Armored Core. I don't know if you were aware of what that is, Gav.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, it looks so cool. What do you think of it?
Of Armored Core, or the
the new Gundam game? Sorry,
the new Gundam game. I'm in two minds about it. I think I want to play it. I think every game should be measured on how it makes you feel while you're playing it.
Yeah,
you know, I think watching a trailer, you know, it's not a movie.
No,
you know, you watch a movie trailer, it's different from watching a game trailer, because it will be you playing it, whereas rather than you watching it, I'm not going to be, you know, swinging from a line of web through the city of New York. It's not that I can't do that. But if I watch Spider-Man game, I can do that. So it's different. So I think how it makes you feel will be different. Looking at the trailer though, It
Yeah.
doesn't. I feel Gundams are meant to be big.
Yeah.
You know, like we're not even like up to its ankles as human beings. Like it I mean, I'm not, but so I looked at that trailer and I was like, it just looks like
It looks quite
it
small.
it does look small. It looks closed in. It looks small, and I find this is the problem with Gundam games. I think it's Gundam Battle Operations.
Yeah.
It's the other one, and I mean, that's a game I uninstall, reinstall, uninstall, reinstall. I just yo-yo with it all the time because I want to play a good Gundam game, but I really struggle to play with the the battles or whatever, the multiplayer on that. I really struggle with it because it's one of those games where if you haven't played it for a while, you're just going to get rinsed every single time. And I'm an old guy now. I don't like doing that. My time is precious.
Yeah.
So I think the thing that puts me off this game at the moment, objectively, is that I look at it and I'm like, this is not to scale that I want it to be. I want to look at it and for the kind of perspective to, right, okay, here's my logic. In Lord of the Rings, they put Elijah Wood next to Ian McKellen and made Elijah Wood look like he goes up to Ian McKellen's waist. Yes. Obviously that is like, and if they can do that for 9 hours of film, they should absolutely be able to do that with much easier to do techniques in a game environment.
In a game, yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know an awful lot about making games, but so I don't mean to be arrogant about it. But I just look at that and I'm like, this doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't. I don't know.
It's very different from anything, right?
Yeah, and I like the battle, the fighting style. I was like, yeah, cool. Because how's that any different from the anime fights that we get? Like they're in space, they're zipping around. It like you kind of you take it with a pinch of salt and you don't really notice it. But watching that big Gundam with a tiny eyebrow, the tiny little V fin, which I was like, that's a bit too small. Going with I think it had like an axe or a sword or something.
Like a big long metal.
I
not laser sword either.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't. Well, you said it yourself. It looks more like Armor Core than
definitely,
than Gundam. But also, I'm a fan, right? I have no choice but to enjoy it or not enjoy it, and nobody's going to force me to play it. And if I want to and I enjoy it, great. Right? What do you think?
I'm pretty down for it, to be honest. Like, I played a lot of Gundam games over the years, and a lot of them have been pretty rubbish. Like, a lot of them. I started with the Dynasty Warrior games, the Gundam ones. Do you remember them? On the PlayStation 2? And that was quite good. That was quite good. But then you've had, like, these Gundam Breaker Battle Log games and stuff like that, and they're just generic. They're not very good. Like, they're just not very good. They're fun to do the customization stuff and that's about it. But I think this generally looks like a game rather than what's the best way of putting it? Like they've put a Gundam skin on a game. It's a game that Gundam is actually a part of, and I kind of think it looks kind of cool. It's a new take again, and we get these new takes on Gundam constantly. Every year we get one basically. But I think it looks really interesting. I think it looks really cool. I hope we've obviously the Gundam we've seen, the Gundam Helix, this white Gundam with a big massive sword. I hope we get to like customize it and do something with it a little bit. Even if it's just change the paint job. Change its arms, have bulkier arms, have a smaller waist and something. Like kind of like you would on Armored Core, but not to that extent. Not that where you're trying to micromanage. I think that would be pretty cool. The enemies, I'm a bit, I don't know. We'll see. There has to be another variety, I hope, of the enemies. But I think it looks really interesting. It's different enough that it's piqued my interest. I'm gonna buy it because I'm a sucker for anything Gundam at the end of the day. Hence, I'm making a podcast about this stuff. But yeah, and the music's made by the guy that made the the Doom music. You know, like the 2016 Doom.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name, but
no, I can't either.
But like, if that's anything to go off, it's going to be a banger of a soundtrack as well.
I mean, I don't. I'm aware that I kind of went. I tried to make it sound positive, but I was being quite negative. But I just want, as a fan, I suppose what I'm trying to say is, as a fan, I want what all fans want. I just want the thing that I enjoy to be good.
Yes,
You know,
yeah.
and it's I think people get quite precious about Star Wars in that way, in that you know I am very much of, just to be clear on record, I am very much of the opinion that Star Wars is just for everyone.
Yeah,
and also it's generational. So the sequels aren't for me; they're not for you. They're for our kids. And
yeah,
if our
yeah. I
kids
agree.
enjoy them, great. That's what it's for. And I want my kids to enjoy the things that anyway. And I think that with this game, because games are so expensive now, and it's such a difficult industry to succeed in.
Yeah,
I think that it's so important that the content that we get and we do spend our £70 on is good.
yes,
You know,
yeah,
the last game that I played to completion and really fell in love with was Death Stranding 2. And it's still in the PS5 because I know if I've got the disc in there, I'll play it. Whereas I
yeah,
might try and play something else and I'm just not feeling it. I'll always go back to Death Stranding 2 because I just know that even though I've completed it, I just will do 5 or 6 deliveries and then get. I don't know if you've played any of Death Stranding
I
or
have.
not, but
Yeah, I haven't played the second one. I finished the first. Yeah,
it's incredible. It's the only game I remember since maybe Breath of the Wild, the
yeah,
Zelda Switch game that I played, and I was like, this is. I'm like emotionally quite. It's just incredible. I'm really enjoying this game. And I feel like those experiences are so few and far between that it's so
yes,
precious, the money that we put into a game, and if the game's not good, we're well within our rights to feel disappointed and disenfranchised.
yeah.
Is kind of the approach I was taking. Also, Summer Game Fest is I feel like that's an excuse for Jeff Keighley to take Hideo Kojima on a date. I
Oh
feel like
yeah,
that
totally.
was all that
Yeah,
was. It's like
yeah.
the lengths
Every
that
year.
man will go to
Yeah,
woo Hideo Kojima. I get it, but
yeah.
also it's like, come on, man, you're being a bit thirsty.
He is a bit thirsty, isn't he, for old Hideo Kojima? Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. We don't know enough about it as well, so it's kind of. I've seen a lot of people like getting all butthurt about the kaiju thing and all that, like that. But we don't know enough about it to like be mad at it yet, in my opinion, as well. Like people jump on any chance to hate anything nowadays, especially in video games. It's like such a easy thing to do. So yeah, I'm skeptical. I am skeptical, and I think you hit it perfect on like saying like if it's something you care about, you want it to be good, right? And
Yeah,
obviously,
for sure.
yeah. They don't make enough Gundam games as it is. They're far and few. So this might come out, and we might not see another Gundam game for another 10 years or something. So I want this one to be good. That's how I see it as well.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because I guess it'll be made by Bandai Namco,
Bandai
right?
Namco is, yeah.
I've always found that maybe it's just a stylistic choice, but their games always feel like they're meant for arcade machines.
Yes, yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like just the stylistically, the way that the text all sort of sits, it all just feels. I always look at it and I'm like a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of information that I'm having thrown at me right now. But and then the moves always seem to, and then the play style, the battle style, always seems to be quite consistently similar as well. And I guess my hope is that this game, whenever it comes out, I guess it comes out in a year or two.
It's promised for next year. I don't know when though.
Okay, well, when it comes out, I will quite happily eat my hat if it turns out that it's the game that saves the franchise. Not that this franchise needs saving, but it's enormous thing. I want it to be good, but I'm just cautious. And just don't get me wrong. I loved Alien Isolation.
Brilliant.
As well.
That was brilliant.
Loved that game. Like 20.
There's a new one coming as well.
14. Exactly, and that was the thing. I watched that trailer and I was like, I'm not sure how I want this to be good. I'm not sure if it's going to be, because it looks like it's going to be the same. But then
Yep.
I did some research, and it turns out the level that you start with is the same. It is literally the same level because it's part of the story. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
The point I'm making is I want it to be good. I desperately want it to be good.
Yeah, I think we all just want it to be good. Like, if it was, as long as it's just not garbage. Like Gundam Evolution. Did you ever play that? It was
Yes, I did. Yeah,
yeah, and it was just a massive cash grab, and
that was the one with the title was yellow, right?
it was basically
Like
Overwatch, an Overwatch, but with a Gundam skin on it.
I think I got to it too late. I got to it to the point where everything had already been shut down, so you couldn't.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. It got shut down. It was only, I think it was only like a year, maybe 2 years old, and they just shut the game down. It was microtransactions and loot boxes, and it was just, yeah, it was just not, it wasn't there, and it sucks because the premise of it was it could have been good, but it was a cash grab, and it sucked. Yeah. So hopefully this isn't that. It's this has the chance to be something good, and in the future maybe be a sequel, or just get people like new people into the hobby as well, like into Gundam, because that's tend to what they're trying to do at the moment. Is they're really pushing, they're trying to keep their old fans with obviously extra new UC stuff, like obviously Hathaway, and that, but then they release new stuff that is meant to be, people can jump in at that point and be like, oh yeah, look, I'm into Gundam now, which is it's cool, and I hope that that's what it is into the gaming industry, because they don't do enough Gundam games, in my opinion.
No, I agree. I mean, we've pretty much just talked about all of them.
Yeah.
I think as well, just cautiously, I don't know that you do want more people getting into the hobby, because if you do that, then there'll be even fewer kits for you to pick up when you go to Japan.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
You might come home with just one Harrow next time,
instead of like 5. But, yeah.
I think actually, speaking about Gundam base, sorry, I think the UK one opens on the 3rd, which is in a couple of weeks.
Is it really that soon now?
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting one for me, because my father-in-law and I are going to see Metallica in London that day.
Really?
So, yeah. So I'm kind of thinking, wow, maybe I'll swing by on the way to the stadium to see Metallica. And
are you going to Wembley then to see him?
Yes. Yeah. I think
that's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
So so that could be that could be a really good weekend for you.
Yeah, it could be best day ever. Yeah,
that's like Christmas, man. That's cool. Oh, I'm very jealous.
Well, the queue is the queue is going to be around the block. You only have to check the comments of any social media posts, and it's how early should I queue up? And it's like 4 a.m.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not.
Do I love the hobby enough to queue up at 4 a.m.?
Do you love the hobby enough to get a 14-hour plane across the side of the world?
Oh, that's different. That's a cultural experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would I eat katsu curry at home when I can eat it in Japan?
Well, exactly. Yeah. Go to Coco's every day. But yeah. All right. I think we'll end it there anyway. If you're still listening, thank you very much from myself. I have been Dan, also known as Chubby Zaki. You can find me on everything. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. Just search Chubby Zaku and you'll find it. Gav, you do you.
Yep, thanks for listening, guys. Hit us up with the comments and feedback. That's really important, because we want to know what you want to hear more of and what you want to hear less of, whether that's more news or less of me. That'd be fine. Just let me know so we can figure it out. So I'm Gavin. I'm, what did I say? Who am I? Spooky Golden Go on Instagram. Also, sorry, I just the other week hit 500 followers on Instagram.
Hey, congratulations! Congratulations!
Took me ages to get over that milestone.
Congratulations, man.
Myself. Yeah, thank you very much. So I'll be expecting my Bandai invite to the opening of the
of the base.
Of the base, yeah,
kind of a big deal. Hathaway premiere.
My house smells of rich mahogany, and I have many leather-bound books.
Oh, that's been brilliant. Next week we will have our first guest as well. Yeah, so we're going to sort that out. And yeah, that's been everything. So thank you very much from me. Thank you very much from Gav. And we will see you again next week. Goodbye.
Bye.